Hello my friends, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, June 15th, 2021. This is Jennifer. I come to you today from my backyard because quite frankly, it's just as hot in my garage as it is out here, so we might as well be out in the beautiful day. I have a couple things to share. I have some stuff I've been working on that I haven't mentioned because of prepping for retreat and then sharing retreat and then sharing what I made at retreat. So we're gonna rewind about a month, and I was looking for a replacement for a thumb ring that I have worn for 12 or 15 years. I've worn it for years and years, and it was a fandom themed ring, and I loved it for a very long time, and I was just ready for something else. So that ring was custom made, and I started looking for something else, and I couldn't find what I wanted, so I bought supplies to make my own. A little thing that I don't even know if I've ever mentioned before, I did actually take jewelry making in college. My minor in college was art, and I primarily studied drawing. I did a little bit of sculpture, but I also took jewelry, and jewelry was one of my favorite classes. It was also the single most expensive class I ever took, and as a college student, that was very difficult. This ring that I wear all the time, my husband has a matching one. I made that in college when I was 21 years old, and I have worn it ever since. These were actually meant to be our wedding bands, but my husband reacts just incredibly to silver, and it turned almost his entire hand black. So I do wear mine. He does not wear his, but we do have matching rings. So I did a bunch of research, and I looked around, and I found Beaducation, which you guys may already know about if you do any kind of beading or silver work or whatever. And they had some really wonderful tools. I did actually go to Michael's first, and they didn't have what I was looking for. And I was like, what I really wanted was silver instead of aluminum. So what Beaducation had was silver wire that's already flattened and rounded on the edges, and you can cut it and sand it and make it into rings. And so that's what I did. So this is the second one I made. The first one is a no-go. So it has mine and my husband's name on it with hearts, and that is the replacement for the ring I've worn forever. And then this ring is all paw prints. And I made these using wire snips, a little billet that you hammer onto. So you put the wire down, you put the stamp down, and then you hammer, and black nail polish. They do actually sell black enamel, but I had blackened my old ring with black nail polish, and it lasted for like 10 years. So I just used black nail polish, paint it on, wipe it off, and then clean it up with fingernail polish remover, and it works really well. So these are two of my show and tells, and I'm very pleased with these. I'm super happy with the way they came out. My daughter's actually asked me to make her one, but her hands are very tiny, just very delicate fingers. So I'm gonna get some narrower wire. This is actually flat wire. I'm gonna get some narrower wire to make one for her. The other thing that I've been working on off and on that I haven't mentioned at all is a costume. My son was shopping for a Renaissance costume, and he could not find what he was looking for, so he asked for my help, and of course I want to make a costume for my kid. So this is the costume. This is an old, I will insert a picture here. This is a McCall's pattern that I don't even think is in print anymore. I bought a copy of it on Etsy. I got really lucky and found one that had been uncut. I added this trim, and I added this trim because he wanted it to have trim. This is a sun symbol, so it's just, he's an astronomer. Like in real life, he's an astronomer. So this is like, his symbol for his costume. That's what he wanted. We actually went to Joann's. This is the linen look fabric that they sell. And a good friend of mine who is an applique and embroidery wizard recommended Floriani applique. It's APPLI-KAY, which is what I used to attach this, and then it's zigzagged all the way around inside all the pieces and everything. The bottom, I saved it to last. It took me a while to figure this out. I actually ended up serging all the inside seams to make sure this wouldn't unravel, because this is very ravelly fabric. I did this like binding because quite honestly, I did not know how else to do it. He's really happy with it, and all I did was turn these ends under, and then I just treated it like I was binding a quilt, and that that worked out really well. Linus is on Saturday. It is going to be our first real life meeting. I'm very excited about this. I can't wait to see the ladies. I am going to encourage everyone to wear their favorite, most fun face mask for Saturday. We can't legally require people to wear masks, but we are asking them to do it just out of an abundance of caution because we are going to be in close proximity with a whole lot of people we haven't seen or, not really been around since like February of 2020 was our last real full-blown meeting. We've had some parking lot drop-offs and pickups, but not a real meeting since then. So there's so many people that I miss, and I'm really looking forward to that. There's your critter cameo right there. Did you guys see him? Little squirrel just went by. Because Linus is Saturday and I've had so much other stuff going on, I've been quilting up a storm, and I have so far quilted 9 quilts. 3 of them are mine. 4 of them are my friend Domine. She actually gave me permission to take a large quilt top she made and make it into 4 baby quilts. So I ripped it down the center and ripped those apart and made 4 baby quilts that are just perfect size for babies. And so I have 9 baby quilts quilted. The other 2 are from a large donation we received some time ago, and I have tons of these quilt tops, and I'm just trying to do them a couple at a time. They're all about the same size. They're all made out of just squares, and I'm doing them as I can just to try to take the weight off of some of our other long arm quilters and some of our binders. I'm just doing them like myself. I'm quilting them and binding them myself, throwing them in the wash because they smell a little bit like mothballs. And anyway, so those will go out Saturday. If I have time between now and Friday, I will quilt some more. This is my stack as of right now. As you can see, nothing has binding yet. So probably what I will do is on Friday, I will get all of these out. I plan to have them all bound by Friday, but on Friday I will put them all up on my fence and I will do a video so that I can show them to you guys next week. So that's pretty much it for me. Real life has been a lot lately. I drove to Lubbock on Wednesday with my son. He's a PhD student at Texas Tech University, and we went to look for a place for him to live. He lived on campus last year and it really wasn't a good fit for him. He rides his bike everywhere, and the student housing for graduate students for whatever reason is like 2 miles from everything, and it was just very inconvenient for him. So we found they also have dorm rules, which he's 23 and he's not interested in having an RA anymore. So we went and we looked for a place, and we actually found a little it's a little house. It's what it really is a converted detached garage, and it's 2 blocks from campus. It's really close to a grocery store. It's fairly recently renovated. It's in very good shape. It's nicer than anywhere I lived in college. It's very, like I said, it's very recent, and I mean the kitchen is better than my kitchen, which is kind of amazing. So anyway, we found him a place. He's just waiting for his contract to be approved so that he can sign a lease. And they do everything online now, so there's no like money order or any of that. We don't have to go back for him to sign stuff. It's all done digitally. So he should have all of that squared away this week. I want to send out massive congratulations to my very best girlfriend, Jules, because she started a new job yesterday. So you guys may or may not see her this week. I know she's going to be swamped, and I'm super proud of you. I know it was scary to transition to a totally different part of media, but I just think you're going to knock it right out of the freaking park. So you guys make sure and give her a virtual high five, because we are all super proud of her for turning that layoff around so very quickly. Have a good week. Have a very crafty week. I really, really want to see your videos, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.